All right, so we're recording right now. So what I want you to do, go to 70, 80 RPM. Start with your warm-up gear only. Start with your warm-up gear only. Those of you looking at power or output, it's going to be super valuable today. Those of you who are using resistance and heart rate, I'm going to guide you through that. Okay, I'm going to guide you through that, no problem. I wrote the class this morning. I rode the class this morning. I know exactly how I want you to feel through this entire class. So we are talking about 70 to 80 RPMs for five more seconds. Okay, if you're at 70, you're going to start bumping that up a little bit towards 75. If you're struggling to get to 70, we're not adding any more resistance on. We're just keeping that nice and smooth at 70 RPMs. Okay. So Kimmy, you heard me, right? Yeah. And you're successful. No matter what happens today, Kimmy, you got it. All righty, 35 seconds to go. Okay, great. You still got warm-up gear. Okay, still got warm-up gear. Remember, 10 minutes of the warm-up will take us right into the first stage. All righty. Okay, so what I'd like for you to do in 20 seconds is start, if you're not at 80, I'm going to have you go to 80, but I don't want you to go any higher today in the warm-up. I'll explain all that as we move through. All right, so everyone good so far? Everyone good so far? All right, great. Okay, Norma, you do what you need to do here, love, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. 80 RPMs, if you're not there, you've got warm-up gear only, you're at 80 RPMs, you're smoothing out your ride. Now, this warm-up will set the foundation for the rest of the ride. And I'm going to explain that in just a moment. Let me get you on 80, hold 80 RPMs, smooth it out, and make sure you have your pedal stroke nice and smooth. So what we want to feel here is we want to feel some slight heat, some slight lubrication of the joints. We want to be able to work a little bit harder as we go into the first and second stage. So basically 15 seconds to go here. I'm going to ask everyone if you've been able to come up to 80 RPMs. We're going to add one resistance turn and slow it back to 70. 70, Kathy. Yeah. So we're going to lift it back up. Let's do that now. If you're at 80 and you're able to hold this, one more resistance turn, go back to 70. Polina, your job today is just to try to keep with us as far as your RPM goes. Okay.
Okay.
Don't worry about adding resistance or taking it away. Okay. So you've added now warm-up gear +1. Pamela, are you okay with that?
Yes.
All right, great. All right, we're at 70 RPMs right now. Okay, great, super. Oh, Andy's joining us. Good morning, Susan from Toronto. Great to see you.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. All righty, 20 more seconds to go. You're at 70 RPMs. We're going to do the ladder one more time. 75 RPMs is coming. All right, so the good news is we're staying in zone 2 today. That's good news. Good news. It's going to work. It's going to be great. I knew exactly where I want you to be because I felt it as I rode this morning. Okay, bump it up 5 more RPMs. Good, good. All right, 5 more RPMs. So how are you doing here? Are you good? Good. All right.
What should you be at?
You're at warm-up gear +1.
But what RPMs?
RPM, where are we, guys? 75?
75.
95 to cut that out, Steve.
Thank you.
Did you say 75 or 95?
Nothing good happens over 90.
That's right. You got that, my friend. You got that, my friend. Okay. Okay, 23 more seconds to go. Good. Good. Okay, hold it here, guys. 19 more seconds to go. Carol, how you doing? Are you doing well?
Yep, I am.
Okay, great. Are you able to hold that RPM okay?
Yes, I am.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Norma, how are you doing?
I can hold it all right now.
Okay, where's your RPM right now, Norma?
My PM is 70.
Good, that's perfect. Okay, bump it up. 80 RPMs, let's go up the ladder. 80 RPMs, nothing higher than 80. Not in the warm-up today. Good, good. I don't know where all these thoughts came from this morning as I got up. I must have had an extra cup of coffee or something, but I just thought this is what I want to do today. This is what we want to do today. You guys have been working so hard, so hard. Thursday was tough. Tuesday was tough. Even last Saturday was tough. So what I want you to do is I want you to kind of sit on those laurels just a little bit, never be satisfied, and get really, really into finding those levels of success. I think you're going to be fabulous today. Thank you all for coming today. Saturday morning is tough, I know. I'm so happy you guys are here. Thank you always for joining us. If you have been able to stay at 80 with this resistance, you're going to add one more and you're going to slow it back to 70. All right. So now you've got Pamela, you got warm up gear +2. Okay. Warm up gear +2. So this may be already feeling like a little bit of a hill at 70 RPMs. And as we increase the cadence towards 80, it should start to feel like a little bit of work. So that's where we want to be. Does everyone already have that in mind? Okay. Don't feel like we're going to work much harder. It's not going to be tough today. It's not going to be tough. It's going to be doable for everybody. But of course, you know that. We make the class doable for each person every time we meet. Good. 15 seconds to go. Great job. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Andy, I know it's frustrating to try to get set up, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
I know, honey. You're doing great. Okay, now 75 RPMs. Pick it up. We have 3 more minutes of the warm up. Now check in with your heart rates. Check in with your heart rates. They should be low. Is that right, Kimmy, or is yours flying high?
It's staying in 101, 102.
Okay, great. And Marge, you're my other challenge, aren't you? Tell me about your heart rate.
97.
All right, yay, Marge. Whatever you're doing, whatever you did this morning, let's do it again and again and again. That's amazing. Good job. All righty, 30 more seconds to go. Great work. Susan in Toronto, your RPM needs to kind of keep up with this if you can. Polina, you're doing the best job you can, right?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. I love you guys. You guys are fantastic. All righty. Now, 10 seconds to go. You're going to go to 80 RPMs, and I'm going to talk through what we're going to be doing the rest of the class. Okay. You've got 2 more minutes of the warm up. You're now at 80 RPMs with warm up gear +2. However, if you are not maintaining those RPMs, you need to bring that resistance down. RPM is going to be important today. Okay, now, so those of you with an Apple Watch, zone 1, that's where you should be in, right? We're going to ride in zone 2. But Stacy, good news, we're not going into zone 3. Good news, right? This is zone 2 training today, zone 2 training, and we'll talk about it as we allow the class to unfold. All righty, so what we want to do is we're trying to provide those mitochondria with we want them to become more dense. Those are the powerhouses of the cells. We want them to become more dense. We want them to be more available for us as we move through our workout. But then that crosses over to all those things that we do during the day, right? We want more energy to complete our tasks during the day. All righty, now go ahead, slow it down to 70. You've got 1 more minute. Don't take your resistance away, Pamela. So if you're at warm up gear +2, that's where we're going to move into the first stage. If you're at warm up gear or warm up gear +1, that's where we're going to move into the first stage. All right. 40 more seconds to go. This is your hydration point, hydration station. I think there's a coach on Peloton that says that very thing. I love her. Hydration station. This is exactly what we're doing. Okay, great. So 20 more seconds to go. We're going to be starting to bump this up. We're going to bring over the next 5 minutes our heart rates into zone 2. All right, 10 seconds to go. We're going to bring the RPM up to 85, and then we'll slow it to 80. But let's bring it to 85 beginning now. 85 RPMs, 85 RPMs. The first stage, and almost all these stages at the front of this workout, are 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I feel, gives us adequate time to get to where we need to be. We'll shorten the stages up as we drop back towards the end of the class. So the first 30 seconds, I want you to be at 85. I want you to start feeling the intensity, get just a little bit stronger, but certainly not out of breath. Marge, where's your heart rate?
101.
Perfect. Keep it there, honey. Keep it there. Stacy, where's your heart rate?
106.
Okay, 106. So what I'm going to have you do, Stacy, is load another resistance turn. Phil, what's your heart rate?
111.
111. Add another resistance turn. Carol, what's your heart rate?
Oh dear, 124.
Oh, don't add anything else. Great. Kimmy, what's your heart rate?
113.
I'm sorry, Andy, hold it. Kimmy?
106.
106. Okay, good. And Andy, what's yours, love?
113.
113. Add another resistance turn, but if you're not ready because you had trouble setting up, don't worry about it, okay? Susan in Philadelphia.
119.
Oh, I think that's good right now, Susan. Stay there. Excellent. Susan in Toronto, where's your heart rate?
86, and I feel like I'm working hard. I don't know.
Yeah, no. I know you're going to feel like it's working hard. Yeah, I know, honey. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Steve, where's your heart rate?
111.
111. Okay, listen to your body today, wherever that beta blocker is going to take you. Same with you, Norma. If I'm asking you to work too hard, feel free to scale it back. Steve, zone 2, high end. What's your heart rate there, do you think?
Well, it's gonna be at zone 2 now, and I'm at 111.
Yeah, 111. Okay, so, okay, let's work with that, Steve. That's okay. Keep it right there. Pamela, what's your heart rate?
113.
113. That's absolutely great, Pamela. If you're ready to add another resistance turn, you go ahead. Norma, where's your heart rate?
3.
83. Good. Let's keep it right there, love. Polina, how's your pedal stroke? How's your RPM? Are you doing okay?
It's 106.
106. Oh my gosh. Your heart rate's 106?
Yeah.
You got it working. Great. Oh, Felina, it's a good day. It's a good day. Okay, so 23 more seconds. Okay, now everybody's going to check in with their heart rate in about 15 seconds. Okay, we want those heart rates to lift slightly, but we don't want them going high. Susan, did you hear me? Not going high, but I want you to check in with your heart rate now. If you feel you're able to, load a resistance turn to the right and slow it to 80 for 2 minutes. All righty, good. Good. All right. So what I want you to start seeing, Pamela, listen, look at your output. Look at your output there.
Okay.
Not your highest output, not your average output, your output in real time right there. Okay, so Susan in Philadelphia, we're gonna have to monitor that resistance and your heart rate to get right where we need to go, okay? What is it now? What is it?
Where do we want to go?
Well, I'm gonna ask you probably not to ride above 132 or 133.
Okay.
Are you cool with that today?
Yes.
And where is it now?
It is 126.
You are brilliant. That's good. That's good. Marge, where's your heart rate right now?
105.
All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. Andy, what's your heart rate right now?
118.
118. All right. Are you at 80? Did you add another resistance turn?
No.
I love your honesty, my friend. Okay. So if you want, if you're ready to add another resistance turn, go ahead. We got 35 more seconds. I love honesty. I love it. I love it. Susan in Toronto need to be pushing this 80 RPMs, okay? Okay, good. Steve, where's your heart rate now?
114, which is the bottom of zone 3.
All right, no higher than according to that. If that's up to you, okay? Let's wait till we get all warmed up and we'll figure it out from there. All righty, guys, you got 5 seconds. I want you to tell me what your output or wattage is if you have that available. If not, your resistance. And now your heart rate and recover. You've got 2 minutes to recover at 70 RPM. Slow it down to 70. Take the resistance off. Oh my gosh, great first stage. Pamela, tell me everything.
My resistance was 30. And my heart rate was 113.
And what was your output? Do you remember?
I don't.
Okay, that's okay. What's your highest output there? Show me.
65.
65. Okay, that'll give me something to work with. Okay, great. Phil, tell me everything.
Okay, resistance 34, output 76, and heart rate 119.
Perfect. Okay, great. Carol.
40, 25, 125.
And 125. Oh, that's good. That's good. And you said 30 was your resistance?
40. Oh, my resistance was 25.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't. Okay, and 40 was your output, right?
Yes.
Okay, Steve, where did you end up there with your output?
44.
Great. Great, great, great. Okay, that's good. And 114 was your heart rate, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but my best output was 68.
Okay, okay. We can work with that. Let's see how your heart rate handles it, okay?
Yeah,
Okay, great. Norma, how about you?
Resistance was 30, output was 38, and this was, it was 4.
Okay. All right, you feeling okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. Kimmy?
Resistance was 19, output was 25, heart rate was 111.
Great. Okay, great. Stacy?
Resistance 33, output was 70 something, and heart rate was 116.
70 something. All right, Marge? Marge?
Heart rate 105, resistance +3.
Thank you, Marge. Great, great, great. Susan in Philadelphia, what's your resistance?
+3. Heart rate down to 132.
132, no higher for me. Okay, Susan in Toronto?
So my resistance was 30 and my heart rate was 105.
105, great. It's coming up. That's good. Andy, how about you?
116 to 32.
All right, great, great. And Polina, how you doing? Polina?
Yeah, I have 70. The resistance, I think it's 20.
That's
And
good.
the heart rate is 125.
I love it. That's great. That's great. All right, here we go, guys. We're going back to a 5-minute block. We're going to start at 80 RPMs. We're going to start at 80 RPMs. So what I'd like for you to do, just start there, load the resistance you had on your last effort. Okay, let me know when you get there because that's when the timer starts. All right, got there. Okay, good. Now, start lifting the RPM up to 85 to 90. 85 to 90. Okay, this is where I had trouble controlling my heart rate. My heart rate wanted to jump way up into zone 3 here. So what you're going to have to do, you're going to use the outputs that we just had on that last effort that you just quoted me. You're going to have to use that output. So what are you going to have to do to the resistance? You're going to have to drop it back, right? Yeah? Does everyone get that? Everyone's going to have to drop it back a little bit, especially if you're up towards 90. So I'm giving you a range of 85 to 90. So watch your output. Watch your output. You don't want high output here. You want doable output. You want zone 2 output right here. It's time to find those numbers. Now, remember, we keep a range for all these zones with heart rate, right? Sometimes, depending on how we're feeling, how we slept, how we ate, how we, hydrated, those things can be a challenge to keep our heart rates into the zones we're talking about. So be mindful of that. You've got a range. You want to keep it in that range, whether it be RPM or resistance or output. All those things are doable. Okay, great. Pamela, where's your heart rate?
112.
112. Where's your output?
67.
67. Okay, where's your RPM?
88.
Okay, go to 90, try to hold 90. Let's see what happens here. Phil, where's your output?
90,
Brilliant. Where's your heart rate?
124.
Okay, I don't want to know anymore. That's perfect. Carol,
For me,
your
my heart rate is 128.
okay, great. And your output is still 40?
Yeah.
You're golden, sister. You're golden. Perfect. How about you, Steve? Where are you?
114.
Huh.
Resistance 27. If I go any higher,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
funny, it feels more comfortable at 32
Uh-huh.
than it does at 27.
Isn't that funny?
Feels like I'm flopping.
Well, then if you want to and take your RPM down a little bit, you could do that if you wanted to. It's totally up to you.
Okay,
As long as that output is maintained, I think you're okay. I think you'll be okay.
okay, so keep my output at 42.
Yeah, keep your output at 42, use your RPM to create that output. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, good, that's good. All right, Norma, where are you, sweetie? Where's your output?
Output is 40.
And then where, okay,
Resistance 20. Cadence 83.
okay, all right. So can you increase your cadence a little bit faster?
Good.
All right, try to get it towards 85. If you find your heart rate coming up too high, you can always drop back on that resistance. Steve's gonna work with his output. See, we can make it work for everybody. Kimmy, heart rate, good? She's gonna
It's
find it there.
128.
And where's your output, love?
It's dropped way down.
Okay, all right. Are you able to stay with your RPM?
I was, now I can't.
Okay, don't worry about it. Drop down
Just
the
do what you can.
resistance. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
That's right. That's right. Good job. Good. Stacy, how about you?
124 heart rate, 80 output. What else
Great.
do you need?
I don't need, that's all I need. Are you at 85 or 90?
Yeah,
Good. Stay there, kiddo. You're great. You're great. It's not easy, is it, Stacy? Even at 124, it's not easy. Yeah, great. Okay, you're in zone 2, right?
yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. Marge, where's your heart rate?
112.
Oh, that's too high, love. Let's bring it down. So you want to maybe either slow it down RPM wise or drop your resistance.
Yeah, that's it. Below 80 and +2 resistance.
Okay, +2. Okay, great. That's at +2. Okay, drop it to +1. Try to get into the 80s. Yeah, good. Susan in Philadelphia, your heart rate?
It's 132, top of zone 2. I dropped a resistance to +2.
You got it. You got it.
I was
And
up in 3.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you dialed in. You got this. How about you, Susan in Toronto?
107, and I'm trying to stay at 85.
Excellent.
I raised my resistance, so.
Keep raising that as we go through. Andy, your final one. Tell me all about it.
122 and resistance 32.
Okay, great. Okay, everybody recover. Go all the way back to 70. Take your resistance off. When did we lose Pamela? Pamela, are you okay?
Yeah, I just wanted to get a piece of chocolate. I went to get some chocolate. And I was feeling,
Oh, I want some chocolate. I want some chocolate.
it's chocolate with sea salt.
Well, okay, that's even better. All right, is it dark chocolate?
Yes.
Oh, man. All right, I'd like to be part of that. Okay, I'd like to be part of that. All right, sounds good. Okay, recover, guys. You're recovering now, 70 RPMs. Okay, so you kind of get what we're doing, right? I mean, Susan, oh my gosh, you got it. You're dialed in. Okay, that's what we want. Stacy, you're gonna go no higher than 129 on this next effort, right? That's your highest of zone 2, right? Now, I mean, there's no danger if you go into 130 or 131. Don't worry about it. I mean, if you do, that's cool because it's kind of hard to kind of maintain that 129, but good for you guys. Good for you. Okay, staying with you, Andy. What I'm gonna have you do now is I'm gonna have you start lifting that heart rate to about 130. So that's gonna be
Okay.
on the next effort. All right, good,
Okay,
good.
yeah.
Excellent, you're good. Kimmy, you're doing the best you can. We want you here. We love you. We want you to stay with us. Good. Marge, oh my gosh, Marge, great job, great job, great job. You always give it everything you have. We just don't want that heart rate above, like 107. Okay, that's just too much for today. All right, great. How long does it take for that dark chocolate to work, Pamela?
Kicking in.
We're gonna find out, aren't we? All right, so what we're gonna do is we're getting ready to go to stage 3. Stage 3. So we are now 26 minutes into class. You should be saturated with oxygen. All right, now, so we're gonna start at 90 RPMs. Start at 90 RPMs. You're gonna use the same resistance you had on your last effort. We're gonna try to get those heart rates right at the top end of zone 2, and then you're gonna start slowing down to 80. Okay, so let me tell you, if you wanna use your output instead of, your resistance, those of you who have that, go ahead and do that, because we're going 90 RPMs. It's gonna be tough. All right, 90 RPMs, add your resistance in that you had on your last effort, only because we wanna get the heart rates up, right? That's what I'm asking you to do. So this is gonna be tough. Okay, we got 3 minutes. We're not staying at 90 RPMs for 3 minutes. We're not. So just go there, stay there for at least a minute. See what happens. See what happens to the heart rate. Start seeing your heart rate climb. And so once that oxygen is readily available, some of us, those heart rates will start to lift very, very efficiently. Some of us have a little lag time behind. So heart rate can't be immediate. So that's why we're giving you 1 minute right here. 1 minute. Great. Great. Those of you looking at output, you already know that 90 RPMs, you're working at a higher output than you did on the previous stage. Is that correct? Yes?
Yep.
Yes. All right. Love it. Love you guys. Great job. Okay. Listen up, guys. Listen up. 90 RPMs. This is tough. All right. Now you're going to start checking in with your heart rate. Start checking in with your heart rates. Okay. If you are starting to see those numbers climb, you're going to slow it down towards 80. All right. So your output's going to drop. Your output's going to drop. Now, what's wrong with that, right? So Susan in Philadelphia, that's going to give that rebound heart rate a chance to kind of catch up with the oxygen demand. It's going to start coming back down again. It's going to plateau. Does everyone understand what I'm asking you to do?
No.
All right, you're at 80 RPMs. Your output is dropped. Tell me what your heart rate is.
118.
118. Okay, Pamela, go up a little bit faster. Let's get it up into let's get it about 122, 123. Get up towards 90 and hold it till your heart rate gets there and then slow it down.
Okay.
Okay, so we got a little over a minute to go. All right, so what are we doing here? We're trying to find more mitochondria available, right? Okay, powerhouses of the cells. We want that. I mean, bottom line is cardiovascular strength right here. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for higher stroke volume of our heart. Every time our heart rate contracts, shoots the blood out to the rest of our body, it's going to be stronger. We're trying to do that in zone 2. That's what zone 2 training is all about. Good. I mean, it's not all about that, but you know what I mean. Okay. All right, cool. All right, cool. Check in with your heart rates. Okay. Okay, great. Phil, what's your heart rate?
129.
Oh my gosh. What? Really? Good. Stay there. Okay, Stacy, how about you?
129.
Pamela, what's yours now?
116.
116. Okay, where's your resistance?
29.
29. Okay. I'm going to remember that. Okay, great. Everyone get ready to check in with your heart rates. 10 seconds to go. We're going to recover again. This was only 3 minutes long. We are through stage 3. You are fabulous. 2, 1, get your heart rate and recover. Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. Wow. 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 Andy, what was it?
129.
All right. Oh boy, can't ask for much more than that. Brilliant job. Susan and Toronto, what was yours?
90.
Oh, it came down. Okay. Okay. Hold on just a minute. We'll talk about it. Susan in Philadelphia.
133.
Oh my gosh. Doesn't that feel fantastic? Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
Susan, this is where you say yes.
Yeah. Feels fantastic.
Okay, Polina, how you feeling?
I'm okay. I have 105.
Okay, you're at 105. Great, great, great. Marge, were you able to hold your heart rate?
108.
Okay, man, kiddo, I'll take that. How about you? Great jobs. And Stacy, where were you on that one?
At the end there, 127,
That's perfect. Where's your resistance?
33.
Okay, all right, you know why I'm asking. Okay, Kimmy,
125. I was able to stay at
Oh.
80.
I love it.
Had dropped the resistance a little bit.
It's okay. It's okay, kiddo. It's okay.
Yep.
That's your
Yep.
job today. That's your job today.
Yep.
Norma, how about you?
90 at 27.
Boy, that's perfect. That is so perfect for you. Good job, Norma. Steve, how about you?
112.
112. Uh-oh. You okay with that?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Cool. I'll take
it's
it.
kind of boring, but
I know it's kind of boring to be at 112. I know. But hey, just wait. Carol, how about you?
130.
130. Excellent. Phil?
It was 129.
Perfect. I already asked you. So at the previous time, yeah. Pamela, where did you end up?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know what your heart rate was? Okay. All right. Okay, here we go, guys. We're moving on. Stage 4, starting at 85 RPMs. Use the same resistance you had on your last effort. 85 RPMs. We have 3 minutes to ride at 85. Steve, if you want to lift your heart rate, if you want to lift your resistance up, it's okay by me. It's up to you.
Yeah.
All right, good. So find 85 RPMs. All right. We've got 3 minutes using the same resistance you had on your last effort. I'm going to have everybody check. So Pamela, lift to 30. Lift to 30, Pamela.
Okay.
All right, good. You're at 85 RPMs. You are 15 seconds in. Andy, where are you with your resistance? How can you do
30.
this? Are you at
32.
30? Okay, 32. Okay, let's see where you go. Your heart rate was spectacular. Susan in Toronto, it's time to work harder. The only way we can do that, get to the RPM and start adding in more resistance, okay? When you add in your resistance, sometimes your RPM drops, your cadence drops. You're gonna drive that RPM back up to 85. You're gonna do the best you can. Timmy knows this. You can drop it, you can drive it up. You can drop it, you can drive it up. Do the best job you can. Excellent job, excellent job. Everybody start checking in with their heart rate. All right, anyone have a higher heart rate than you just quoted me?
Yes,
Yes, Andy, what is it?
131.
All right, I'll take that, Andy. Stay there, stay there, stay there.
Okay.
Monitor that heart rate. If it gets any higher than 133, we're gonna either slow you down to 80 or drop a resistance turn, okay?
Okay.
All right, good. Susan in Philadelphia, what's your heart rate?
134, just jumped into zone 3.
Three.
So I'll decrease my resistance a little.
That's brilliant. What a great job. Not just much, because it doesn't take much. It doesn't
Right.
take much. And then watch it, because it won't, that heart rate won't drop immediately. It'll kind of gradually come back down, right? Pamela, what's your heart rate?
116.
116. Are you at 85? How can you be at 85 and drink and eat chocolate at the same time?
I'm at 85.
Okay, multitasking, that's what we do as women, correct? All right, Carol, how about you?
I'm at 127.
All right, good job, Stacy. How about you?
126.
Oh my gosh, isn't it fun? Isn't it fun? Hey, Stacy, do you want to increase your cadence just a little bit, so you can get up to 129?
Sure.
Okay, go. Great job. Marge, where's your heart rate?
109.
Okay, honey, slow it down just a little bit. Let's get it back down. 107, 105 would be preferable right here. Let's do that. Or 108 is good too. Norma, where's your heart rate?
87.
87. I love it. You don't have to work that hard today. You're doing great. 8 seconds to go. Pamela, is that heart rate up any higher than 116?
It's at 121.
All right, I'll take it. 3, 2, 1, slow it down, 70 RPMs, we're gonna recover. Okay, we're almost done, guys, we're almost done. Fantastic job, fantastic job. Everybody did great, everybody did great. So all this oxygen is now available to us in our, as we ride. I mean, the oxygen's available and we want that uptake to be efficient. That's why we're trying to stay down in zone 2 today. We're trying, and I shouldn't stay down in zone 2. Zone 2 is great for aerobic based training. Exactly right. So we talked about that. We want faster processing of this oxygen as well for energy turnover. All that sounds really positive, right? It all sounds positive. That's what we want. And validating what Steve was saying, that it gets boring. Well, this ride should be fairly relaxing. And when I say relaxing, it doesn't mean like you're laying back and you're, looking up at the sky and watching the clouds go by. No, but it's so different than what we've typically done the last 3 times we've worked together, correct?
Yes.
So I want you to basically, your mental focus is decreased here, Steve. You don't have to focus so much on it. You just kind of ride with the wave. That's kind of what we're doing here. Good. Now, when I got done with my ride, I felt like, oh my gosh, I did work. I felt sweaty. I felt like I'd worked. But oh my gosh, I didn't feel tired at all. I want to know about how you feel too at the end of this ride. All righty, so we're about ready to go again. We're going to take a 2-minute ride in stage, listen to this, Pamela, 5, stage 5. So we're going to go to 90 RPM, stage 5. We're going to use, I want you to use the highest output that you've used on this class. So now the heart rate's going to lift into the low end of zone 3. Kind of hover it between zone 2 to zone 3. You've got 2 minutes to get there. Let's go now. 90 RPMs, add your resistance in until you feel that you have your highest output number that you've used today. All right. Now we're going to give you 1 minute to get there. 1 minute to get there. If those heart rates start shooting up, Andy, up into like 133, 134, 135 after a minute, you've got nothing to do here but drop a resistance turn. Okay?
Okay,
Makes sense? Yeah. Okay, cool. But I want everybody to lift that heart rate. Okay. So efficient lift, not like going from 105 to 125. So it's coming up nice and easy, nice and easy. Remember, heart rate lags behind. So you've got to give yourself that grace of about 10 seconds, maybe 12 seconds, maybe 15 seconds to get there. Okay, I'm going to have you start checking in with your heart rates in about 15 seconds. You're at 90 RPMs. You're utilizing this highest output that you've used. So that means the highest resistance for you, Susan. Okay, great. 4, 3, 2, check in with your heart rate. 1, stay at 90. Okay, Phil, what was it?
131.
Okay, 131, no higher. Watch that heart rate. Watch the heart rate. If you feel it's coming too high, drop a level turn to the left. All right, great. Andy, what's yours?
133.
All right, good. No higher, no higher.
Okay.
Susan in Philadelphia, yours.
135.
Oh, you've always got to be the deal breaker. Okay, so drop a little resistance to the left. That's great. Susan in Toronto.
92.
92. Are you at 90, my love?
Right now.
Okay, giddy up, giddy up. Stacy, how about you?
129.
There it is. There it is. I think it's like bing, 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 bing for Stacy right there. Carol, how about you?
130.
130. Everybody check in with your heart rates. 4, 3, 2, and recover. 70 RPMs. Pull it back. Pull it back. Pull it back. Okay, great. Pamela, what was your heart rate on the last
126.
126?
Yes.
Well, finally, that chocolate kicked in. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
I'm finding the drive really difficult.
It is difficult. Well, it's not physically, is it physically difficult or is it mentally difficult?
Not sure.
Okay. What do you guys think? What's the rest of your thoughts?
Saturdays,
Say it again, Susan.
Saturdays are always harder for me.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think that's a lot of it right there. Yeah, a lot of it. Polina, what do you think? You think it's hard? She thinks it is.
I cannot come to 80 or 85, I cannot do it.
That's okay. No, honey, it takes time. It takes time. You can do it. Just keep trying. Just keep trying. So it's, yeah, of course. Thank you. So it's all about buying into the training, right? Yeah. Intervals are fast. Intervals, are easier because you're only there for a few seconds. But when you've got these big blocks of work, 5, 3, 2, these are all difficult, Pamela. So you just did, that's great. Admit it, move on. We've only got one more stage. So in 42 seconds, we're going to go again. So the last stage, or stage 5 or stage 6, I'm sorry, will be with power or output resistance. Susan, I think you're going to go back to your highest resistance. We're going to be back to 85 RPMs. We're going to be back to 85 RPMs. The last stage, Pamela, is only 2 minutes long. Only 2 minutes long.
I can do that.
I know you can. All righty, kiddos. So, Kimmy, up to you how you want to handle this, okay? Your goal is just to get to 85. Susan in Toronto, you got to get to 85 and hold that, okay? All right, here we go, guys. 85 RPMs. Look at your power or output. Right now, you know exactly, probably in some vicinity where that power or output should be, right? Right? No, right?
Right.
All right, good, thank you. All right, 85 RPMs. Susan in Philadelphia, do you have +3 on there?
Yes.
All right, good. All right, cool. Let's see what happens after a minute. I'm going to give you the opportunity for 1 minute. 1 minute to see where you're going. All right, this is the last stage of the class. Pamela, what's your heart rate doing?
It's like just 113, but are we trying to get to our highest output? Should I?
Not the highest output, no, but go ahead and add some resistance. And what's your highest output?
72.
All right, go to about 68. Go to, so add resistance in until you get to about 68 output. All right, good. Marge, where's your heart rate?
108.
All right, honey, no higher, kiddo, not today. Norma, what's your heart rate?
87.
I love it, Norma. Good job. Susan in Toronto, where's your heart rate?
Oh, sorry. 93.
Okay, all right, good, all right. Stacy, what's your heart rate?
126.
All righty, you got room to grow, baby girl. You've got 49 more seconds to get up to 129. Good job. Phil, how about you?
129.
All right, brilliant. Carol, what about you?
127.
Perfect, keep it right there. Andy, what about you?
134.
Ooh, no higher, my friend, no
okay.
higher. That's good. Steve, how about you?
116.
I love it. Great job. Okay, guys, we've got 25 more seconds to ride. 25 more seconds to ride. Kimmy, where are you, honey? Oh, you
Staying-
were unmuted. Go ahead.
Yep. Staying above 80 and my heart rate's 130.
I love you. You're my hero today. Pamela, what about you? Where's your heart rate?
120.
Oh my gosh, great. Okay, 2, 1, you're done. Pull it back. Pamela, you made it through. Great job. Great job. All righty. I'm not kidding you guys. That was fabulous. That was absolutely fabulous. Carol, if you've got to go, I get it. All right, make sure your heart rate's down. Okay, great to see you today. Have a great weekend. Great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let me ask Susan in Philadelphia, what was your highest heart rate you had there?
145.
Oh my gosh, kiddo. Wow. Did 145 feel doable? Did it feel like, oh my gosh, I could do this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that funny how that happens towards the end of class? Absolutely. Stacy, what was your highest heart rate?
129.
Brilliant job. Phil?
I think it was 134.
Wow. Okay, we'll take it. Now watch the heart rate as it drops. Keep pedaling, however. Keep pedaling. If you're not pedaling, you got to pedal. All right, Marge, did you bring it down a little bit from 108?
Yeah, depending on what we were doing. My highest was 112.
Okay. Okay, and that was like that second stage, wasn't it? That second stage, it's just like where your heart rate was trying to find its
Right.
plateau. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Per day most of the time.
Okay, honey, you did a fantastic job. Great job.
And I'm gonna-
And
Thank you.
okay, thank you. Have a good weekend, Marge. Make sure your heart rate's down. Okay,
will.
great. Okay, great.
Thank
Super.
you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Wonderful job, guys. Great job, great job, great job. Pamela, how are you doing? You did it. You found it hard, but you did it.
I did.
Wonderful job. Sometimes those are the most beneficial classes, not just physically, but emotionally as well, to know that you can persevere even when it's very, very challenging. Kimmy, you are like our role model there, right? Yeah, so we hang in there, we do it, we get it done. Great job, guys. Check in with your heart rates. I'd love to see them dropping. I was watching mine today and it was like, you know, I was watching it to come back to like where my average heart rate was. So, and then drop it from there. So see how long it took you to get there. 90 seconds, 2 minutes. Yeah. Okay. All right, good. All right. Fantastic work. Keep your pedals going nice and slow. Shake out your wrists, drop your arms down, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Great job. Let's take a big inhale, a big cleansing breath, inhaling up and exhaling all the way down. Perfect job. Let's get a chest expansion by lacing our fingers behind us, walking our shoulders back, lifting our chest up. Take a deep breath here. Fabulous job today, everybody. Happy Saturday. As you release this, lace your fingers in front, press your hands away, chin lowers down to chest. Good. Stretch out through that upper back. Feel the back of the neck release as well. Arms all the way up and float arms all the way down. Great job. Right arm will come across the chest. Great. And Pamela, tell everybody how your ride was with your handlebars all the way to the top.
Oh, it was much better. I always found my handlebar position really awkward. And I would have problems through my neck and things through here, but it felt really good.
Right. So if anybody needs a readjustment at any time of their handlebars or their seat placement, I'm happy to do it. That's what Pamela and I were doing. And remember today, Pamela, you were under a little bit of added stress just trying to get this all set up. So possibly that could have related to a little bit more challenging ride.
And I
Left
think
arm.
I
comes
drank a
in.
lot today, but I've been dehydrated the last 3-4 days.
Oh,
To
gotcha.
the point where like I've got headaches and things, so.
Right. All those factors can play in, that's for sure. And go ahead, bring it down. Stacy, what's your heart rate right now?
98.
Wow, cool beans, good. Lower it down and then roll that shoulder up, back and down. Okay, everyone's heart rate down enough. So if you inhale, reaching up and exhale, reach all the way out to the end handlebars, rise up off the seat when you're ready. Yeah, make sure that you are shooting that tail back. We want to lengthen the spine. That's what we're looking for, lengthening the spine, but also feeling the slight stretch in the calf and then in that front hamstring, especially if you're bending that knee just slightly. Great job. Great job. Okay, when you're ready, lift the chest. Go ahead, rotate those pedals. And do the same thing. Lengthen the spine. Really get some length between the top of the head and the lower part of that back. It should feel good. Pamela, bring your elbows in slightly towards your body. There you go. No stress in your shoulders or your neck. Go ahead now and release it out. Good job. Come up and come all the way back. Good job. Slowly come down to your saddle. Great. All right, guys. So it's time to step off your bike if you're feeling that that's good. Now hold on, because the endurance ride that I was trying to emulate today was basically an outside ride. And the 80 to 90 RPMs is really, it's beneficial, not just for our Parkinson's disease, but it's exactly for staying in zone 2 in an aerobic based class. So you guys are way ahead of the game, knowing how to stay between 80 and 90 RPMs. You guys are so fantastic. Okay, so let's stretch it out. I'm gonna come back to the back of my room so you can see my feet as well. Separate our feet hip distance apart. We're gonna take a big cleansing breath, inhaling, reaching up, and exhaling all the way down. We're gonna step forward with our right foot. We're gonna lift up our left heel and we're gonna come into a lunge. So what I
Thanks,
like.
Kathy.
Oh, bye, Steve. Have a good weekend.
You
Tuck
too.
hip under and feel the stretch. Press down through the front heel, and if you would like to, the leg that's in the back is the arm that you reach up with and you're hinging to the side. Great. Now, you'll feel free to hold on to your frame in any way you would like to get a better stretch. Reach that top hand up and float that hand down. Good. Untuck this back hip and step together and then step back with your right foot now. Come into your lunge position again. Tuck underneath this back hip. The same prompts apply. Press down through your front heel. The arm that's coming up is the same leg side as the leg in the back and hinge to the side. Great job. Great job. Hold here, please. Reach that top arm up. Float it down, either step together or step back as you untuck the hip, kick out. Good job. You're gonna take your right leg, you're gonna cross it over your left. We're not gonna lift up our arms today. We're gonna squeeze the inner thighs together and we're gonna bring our hands to our hips. So go ahead, bring this back hip slightly forward, the front hip slightly back. Rib cage will lift with the inhale, flat back forward with the exhale. Pamela, don't drop your head below your heart. Hold on right here. Great. Now, if you can release your hands from your hips, lace your fingers behind you in a chest expansion. Good. Chest is parallel to the floor, stretching through the outer hip on the left side. Slowly rise. Lower the hands down. Uncross and kick out. Good. Now, shift the weight now to your opposite leg or your right foot, cross it over left. Hands on our hips to make those minor adjustments. Good. Rib cage lift with the inhale, exhale, flat back forward. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. We're trying to get our chest parallel to the floor. Lace our fingers behind us. Slide our shoulders down our back. Good job. Good job, good job, good job. Feel the stretch to the outer hip. And slowly rise. Good. Squeeze those inner thighs so you can move through it. Take the hands away and uncross. Good. Now, here's where I want you to see this. I want you to open up your feet wide, and I want you to turn your toes to the corners of the room. I want you to come into a squat. Take both hands on top of the thighs. All right, so we're going to stretch the inner thigh. We're going to take our left shoulder, we're going to bring it down to midline, and you're going to look over your right shoulder. Open up those hips, open up those knees. Good. Come back to center. Take that opposite shoulder, your right shoulder, bring it to midline. Good. Good. Now come back to center. Tuck the chin to the chest, and we're rounding up. Good. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to turn your left toe in so it's facing straight ahead. Walk out your right foot. Good. And you're just going to come over to the toe that's at a diagonal. So we've taken the right toes, turned them at a diagonal. Good. Just lean slightly onto that and feel the stretch through the inner thigh on your opposite leg. Now, if you want to move this leg out a little bit more, feel free to do that. Okay, come all the way up. Now, just turn that opposite foot forward. Keep those back toes forward and just come to the side. So just a little different stretch. Good. Slowly rise. Turn both toes in. Now this is the hard part. Heel toe in. Yeah, that's good. Kick out our legs. Good. So shift the weight to the right foot. Step forward with left. Sit back onto that right heel. Hamstring stretch. Just come forward and stretch out. Good job. Good. Lift the tail just enough. Good. And slowly rise. Step together. Step forward, right foot. Sit back, left foot, flex. Hamstring stretch. Good job. How's everybody doing? So far, so good?
Yeah.
Great. Now slowly rise. Good. Now we want to stretch out our quadriceps. I'm going to come slightly forward so you won't be able to see my feet because I'm going to hold on, shift the weight to the left foot, right knee bends, knee down, hip down, and lengthen out. Good. Good, 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 good. Keep breathing normally. Never hold your breath to a stretch. Okay, step down, kick out, shift the weight now to the right foot, bend your left knee, knee down, hip down, and lengthen out. Good job. Great job. Keep breathing normally. Slowly step it down and kick out. Good job. Last inhale, exhale is here, reaching up with the inhale. Last exhale, all the way back out. Hands flow down. Wonderful ride today. Great job, great job. Try to remember how you feel this afternoon. Okay, just let me know how you're feeling. And we'll talk about it on Tuesday. But any questions or concerns about what we did or why we did it today?
Oh.
No? Okay.
Thanks, Kathy.